don't suppose there's anything on here that says what version it is. The title screen, no. According to you, they've just ripped that from Resident Evil 2.
Yes.
And whoever made it is like from the box is just fucking pretending that this is a actual game. And what's this Resident Evil 2 demo? Is that a demo of the actual Resident Evil 2?
If it is, that's kind of weird.
So hey everyone, it's RockMan of Ratmus, and despite what that thing just said, this is not Resident Evil 2.
Oh, it's motherfucking
Resident Evil.
You know, maybe in some alternate universe where Superboy Prime has a, mustache.
has an erection.
He has that in every universe.
Yes. So we got Leon, motherfucking. We got Elza Walker, a great jazz musician.
Okay, hold on here. Her height is 169 centimeters, age 19, so she's legal. Blood type O, which means she's a slut. I'm just assuming.
Yes, look at that way, he's a slut.
He's only 21. His first day on the job, before his first day on the job.
You know what I'm saying?
No, let me tweet this mofo.
Elza Walker. More full,
cutscenes? There are no cutscenes.
but that, fat fuck got the cutscenes. For now. And you want me to look at those files, right?
Oh, someone's been shot.
You like your eardrums intact?
You like your rip headphone users?
Yes.
But I hope this is not Chris's diary.
Holy shit.
See, I thought maybe this was 2 discs, but the second disc just says Resident Evil 2 demo, and Ratmus bought this on Etsy over a year ago, so it's like not even the final build.
Yeah.
And I don't know if there is a final build. I can't find information. I don't even know if this is finished or what. Like, I don't know how much gameplay we're even going to get out of this.
Yeah. Like, I heard this had like a, the game got finished like 60% originally or something, and this is like 70 or 8 to 80%. But like, there aren't any puzzles. These wonderful documents that are annoying to scroll through, like, I think kind of tell you what happened. And in this version, like, the STARS members from the first game basically came back and told everybody about an umbrella and shit.
I heard that, like, in this version?
Yeah.
I thought I read that... What? I thought I read that in this version, they believed them and Umbrella was shut down for its
so that's
crimes.
what I was saying, yeah.
You were... No, that's not what you said.
Because, like, in the actual game, that's not true. But, yeah, like, in this, they came back and said all the shit had happened. Everybody had believed them instead of, horrible and all that.
Everyone said, I totally believe you, dude. The other thing was, like, the police station in this game is, like, a modern building, I heard.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, can you just play the goddamn game? Nobody cares about these files. What, unless about the Rebecca Chambers one, because it's got, pics of her, right?
Whoa. Sorry, these buttons are...
You were just using the buttons, like...
Okay, there.
Brad Vickers.
What's to learn about
Also,
Brad?
it's great how you can't read the bottom because things are written over each other. Did you read about Rebecca?
That's what I'm doing now. Whoa!
This looks like just the same thing.
So, kind of shitty. Maybe more stuff gets put in there later.
Maybe the whole thing doesn't make any sense.
Plus, like, look at this, wonderful hacks.
Hacks? That's what you start with?
Yeah, like, because it's beta or whatever. Want to combine that with this?
Hi, Fish. How's it going? How's the audio? I except for those... Okay, hold
How's that sound?
Is the gunfire too loud? So if you haven't heard, this is a weird unfinished version of Resident Evil 2 that Ratmus bought off Etsy. So, just like he wants to buy Fish Mode on card off Etsy.
Yes.
So have fun, Ratmus. I don't know what to do, so don't ask me.
Yes, it's completely blind. Started in this room, so I'm going to another room. Wowie wow. I heard that this game, implemented certain things that, like they did in later, versions of other games, but...
Go back to your ammo weapon screen. Okay, so you are actually using bullets, right?
Yeah.
Alright, are you going to be able to pick up more bullets?
Hopefully, switch to the Glock.
Schmiegel Glockenmeister?
But yeah, all this stuff is, the zombies are different, the location's different. And, you show damage on your person when you get, injured and such.
You mean like a heart tattoo?
That's crazy talk. The fuck?
Yeah, I was like, is he in the wall or behind the wall? Is he doing push-ups?
Getting swole?
Yeah, what year does this game supposedly take place in?
98. Same as all the other ones.
People didn't get swole.
Well, look at that fish.
Whoa, Pepsi product placement.
Who wants a Pepsi?
If you want a Pepsi, pal, you're going to pay for it unless you shoot the machine open and, nobody's going to stop you. It's a post-apocalyptic zombie apocalypse with Pepsi, and that's a tongue twister.
So, it's a room.
This is a command for some reason. The 3 legendary Pepsis.
Damn right.
That no one will ever forget. I know I won't.
Pepperidge Farm remembers.
I remember the day we drank those.
Yes. Just got this wonderful face looks somehow familiar. That looks like they used an asset of Claire.
Oh, please. Who's Claire Redfield?
Exactly. Elza Walker, alright, she's going places.
You heard DK say that Elza Walker is a skin in the new Resident Evil 2 and he wants you to play that.
Oh yeah, is this an herb? Come on, I want to eat this fucking thing.
I thought you smoked the ultimate herb. So you're going to play the Resident Evil 2 remake next year, Ratmus?
Totally, when it gets cheaper or whatever. Puzzle pieces. See what's in the garbage. You're going in the basement.
That's $60.
Yeah, I've seen it for like 40 and such, but yeah, it's still,
like physical, you mean?
yeah. Whoa, a typewriter, everybody. We need to save this shit.
Doom is predictably pissed.
Why don't I start with, 255 of those?
Yes, you should. Howdy, partner.
No key thing or whatever.
What, Nokia?
No key. This definitely looks modern. See some zombie, prisoners.
So let's, talk about our life to keep fish interested. And by that I mean...
Look at that toilet. That's my life. Whoa, he just disappeared.
And by that I mean let's discuss Fish Waffle's life.
Yes. Where's that Fish Mo?
Fish says that she's going to go back to work at the gas station starting on Monday.
Because the frickin' smell of those seasonings were too much.
So no more turkey sales? Since when? totally not true.
Let's use a shotgun for a bit.
Yep, I googled it, and the first thing Wikipedia says is a hiccup, also spelled hic-cough, is an involuntary contraction of the diaphragm.
Like it's a voluntary, thing. Is it? Like you have to sign something for it.
People, always ask like, oh, how do I get rid of the hiccups? And I just tell them stop breathing, and no, it's not a joke. Like, what I found is that you only hiccup if you breathe through your mouth. So if you close your mouth really hard, don't let your mouth open, and breathe slowly and deeply through your nose, assuming it's not clogged up, you can't hiccup through your nose. So as long as your mouth, your diaphragm doesn't force your mouth open, your hiccups will go away.
What I do is I have water in my mouth and I tilt my head back and like hold it there for like 10 seconds.
That's why, like, you put your hand, like, if your mouth, like, still opens, I would, like, put my hand, really clamp your mouth down with your hand so it can't open. That's what I suggest. But apparently everyone seems to have their own method. But yeah, I haven't had the hiccups in a while either that I can remember. Sometimes, like, when you eat too fast, like, you'll hiccup, like, once or twice, but then it just stops. Like, you don't get the hiccups, at least, like, I've experienced that, just like 1 or 2 hiccups from eating or something.
Oh, you're John, right?
What? How do you know my name?
I'm Elza. Roy sent me here to get you out.
Roy's our boy. Who's Roy?
Yes, he's terribly wounded and probably a zombie by now, so who cares?
Where is he wounded? The butt? Will he get a Purple Heart?
Sure, well, I don't give a shit.
It looked like it went by so fast. It looked like moment was maybe misspelled, but I didn't.
And like when it looked like the door was open when it cut back to his.
Nice
version.
butt shot there.
Yeah, that like model is the one of the like gun worker guy.
Oh yeah, I heard that.
No
Okay,
problem.
it was misspelled. It wasn't my imagination.
Where is Roy? I don't know. I didn't have a cutscene. Don't worry.
Like,
I ain't got no clue, dog.
the building is full of zombies, and he's like, "Oh, that's fine."
Ciao.
He's not like, "Zombies? Are you crazy?"
Yes. Didn't question that I'm the magnificent Elsa Walker. And I don't think it's so much like a skin of her while I'm in the toilet.
Yeah, like I don't think that's how you spell chow for that meaning, isn't it? Like that.
I think so, yeah.
And then if you're talking about chows from Sonic, then it's spelled like this.
Didn't know like the correct way to say it. Just talking about the actual food chow. Whoa.
Zombies? Oh no. Nobody told me there'd be zombies in a Resident Evil game.
Right, you tricky bastard.
DK said beef lobster, and Doom said a whole new way to do surf and turf.
Whoa, about rock lobster.
That's what Hawk said, okay.
So far, there haven't really been any items to pick up.
Yeah, so you're gonna become zombie chow.
What's in this door? Guys, became a zombie, like hung over from a party.
You said, what's in this door yet? Is this the same room?
It like looks like it, but what's this? Anything? Nothing? Like a lot of these pre-rendered assets
Our asses. So we had McNuggets for lunch.
just disappear for a moment.
Ratmus is making Mongolian beef for dinner.
Where am I?
He went into the wall. He went into
the toilet paper.
Will Eliza shoot the toilet paper unlike Rio?
Yes. Now shoot the toilet.
Now shoot the mirror. What if you controlled this game with the sound of your voice?
Would be great. Also, be some sort of beta shit. Did I go into every? I think I went into here, but I'll just. Then after that, I think this place is a dead end. Basically, found that one bozo. Wants peace.
Well, you blew that guy in half. So you just keep going into rooms and like they're all the same like cell with the same like bed and toilet and the same 2 zombies.
Slightly different. Come on. There's like one bed and there's 2 zombies. Like, what's going on?
They were having a zombie bash where they all get together and talk a little trash. You know, it happens after midnight when the clock strikes 12.
That's how time works.
First the clock strikes 12, and then it's after midnight, and then I let it all hang out. And then, you know, somebody from Western Union calls me up, and I look at the clock, and I'm like, it's midnight. What are you doing, Western Union?
Look at these cronies. Where you going, bitch?
With the shutters, you know, this does remind me of Lifeline. It's great how you can't like read that. The text is so blurry. But it says, you know, and look at the card in the upper left. Raccoon City, something, something, something. What does that say? What is it supposed to say?
Like driver's license or something?
And what's above driver's license?
Damaged?
Enhanced?
Yeah, I guess.
Eliza Walker, and then you obviously can't read her stuff, but you know it said at the beginning, you know, what her stats were, right?
Yes. Blood type, oh yeah.
Because your age, height, and blood type are basically your stats, right?
Yes.
You know, ASL. Well, what about age, height, and blood type?
That's totally what they did in Japan.
Well, let's see. I'm 40, and I'm like 5'11", and my blood type is A positive. So there. Now you guys know.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Tank controls everybody.
Everyone loves him, especially Steffi and Doom, and me.
Bring out the Magnum. Hey, bitch.
It's totally not Doom sounds.
He lost his head. Wonderful stuff in here, right?
Literally nothing, okay?
One that's moving.
Oh.
Anyone else? There'd be some wonderful healing items if this wasn't so beta. I gotta check those wonderful tanks and like Zelzar's right hand and just throw them. It's a load of nothing. They should have, added voice acting as well. Great view. Okay. sometimes they can just get up and. Oh, okay. Always something. So I guess, like, you know, they didn't die right away and could grab you. I really like how they have to, you know, program the lighting so like this kind of shit doesn't happen. I guess it's like I thought this game would be a lot more closer to finish than it is. I think we're making progress, right?
You say so.
Wait till someone gets a B scenario.
And a B blood type?
Yes. I think this is the. Go back. I should check the map.
There's a map.
The upper and lower case.
An upper and lowercase map?
Yes. Playing this on an actual PlayStation, kids. The basement over there sucks, so let's go up. Raid catch for the shiggles. What's that? Zombie dog. Guess he's not going to get up. Oh, what's that? What? Dur, dur, dur.
Hello, doggy.
One piece.
Piers.
Jojo.
You like that guy from Resident Evil 6?
Yes. That's where he got his name.
Jojo the unemployed Jamaican?
Get into what? I think I posted something on Discord where it's, you know, the
Claire?
full motion video things.
Yeah, I didn't watch that, so tell me what it was.
There's like 2 of those games I hadn't played.
And you want to.
Yes. One, you know, Jeff Goldblum's, you know,
I
vampire.
mean, it says 8 weirdest FMV games that have only gotten weirder. So, like, are they making fun of Night Trap, you know, when it's a
Yeah.
serious fucking topic that shouldn't be made fun of?
Yes. And there's like a lot of them they're making fun of, and it's like, you know, I enjoy that game. Stop being an idiot. The dog came back.
What if the bus came back?
Where's the bus? This is where it came in. I don't know this, you know, like I know the other,
Do you watch honest trailers?
yeah,
Did you see the one for He-Man? He-Man,
Yeah.
the He-Man movie?
yeah,
That was great, right?
yes. See the one for the Batman 60s movie?
Yes, I did. Also great. But in the comments of the He-Man one, somebody said that if Kevin had the cosmic key, then he wouldn't have been stuck in the Delta Quadrant for 7 years.
Yes. I have to eat Neelix's shitty spaghetti. Whoa.
What? They're just coming out of that thing like it was a clown car.
Zombie dogs in the vents. Rough, rough.
the title was Courtney Cox's Dead Parents featuring Will Thor.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
Like I said, it's totally Chris Pine's mom or whatever.
Is what?
Is like her mom in that movie.
Played the mom?
Yeah.
I thought you were saying that, like, you know, Chris Pine and Courtney Cox were brother and sister in real life.
Whoa, and they had sex. There's the button for this lovely one. Oh, it's over here. It's great how, like, this shit works, but, you know, not the important stuff. Like maybe there'd be something hidden on the backs. It's too quiet. Zabo.
Also, the guy in this video I'm looking at has like a debug menu.
It's not playing on the disc.
So I'm not even sure if he started at the beginning. It's funny, like, for a second it looked like I could actually read this better. Like when I look, like when I'm far away, when I get closer, then it gets worse.
Shit.
But yeah, I think it says enhanced driver's license. Oh, actually, I think I was just flipping around in this video and I just saw him like pick up that gun in that locker.
That one full look at that shit.
Wait, show me again.
It's just invisible in the menu.
Weird.
Like, you know, this game you have like a knife all the time.
So why aren't you using it?
Whoa, I actually found some
Bullets?
yeah.
Are they Datura bullets? Speaking of which, when's that game coming? Not soon enough.
Damn right. Well, I can't carry any more items. Okay, there we go. Okay, it's like doing that basically made the like took away all that like ammo that was in there.
It's a great dilemma.
Yes. It's a great dilemma.
A Tommy gun! Surprisingly, this is not the Tommy gun that Picard used. This is from some original series episode, probably from some fucking Nazi that Kirk ran into.
Happened too many times.
Here's Picard being proud of himself.
Yes. Ammo spaces. Wrench. It's called the pliers. Is that Sherry? Hey, what are you doing, you little bitch? Get away from that rod. You got trapped in there? Here, take this. What's your name?
My name's Sherry Birkin.
Oh.
One day I'm gonna grow up to be a hot, agent of the BSAA.
The fuck are you talking about? You're gonna become a motorcycle chick like me.
No way. My dad says motorcycle chicks are,
That's what
effed up bitches.
I say to your daddy, alright?
Haha, you shot over me because I'm too short.
Bitch.
Like that was a warning shot. That was not a warning shot.
Use up this ammo. I can combine the. Okay.
I want you to read this wonderful Sulu quote.
Well, marsupials beware. Where is it? Shall fly apart. Fly her apart then. Because I'm Sulu and I'm only into dudes.
Like this dude.
Yes.
Typical sycophant.
Typical.
Oh, I saw that he was a Vulcan, and I thought he was Vulcan affiliated. I thought he was from Enterprise. This is like a guy in the background who is fanning the intendant
Whoa.
in the mirror universe.
That's great stuff. This action.
Oh, it's action.
Umbrella.
So what did Garrick just hear to make this face?
That he was pansexual and wanted to bang Bashir. Like,
More like pants sexual because he can only, get aroused when he's hemming people's pants.
crazy Kardashian fetish.
Speaking of fetishes, look at that guy.
Fly her apart.
This guy's got a fetish, I'm sure. I don't know if anyone's still paying attention, but I'm just looking at Star Trek things, joking with Ratmus, so don't worry about it. Oh, I didn't even know this, by the way. I'll have to find the article in a second, but there's something crazy that I didn't know.
Penguins do like nuts.
Everyone knows that.
So I can't find anything in here.
Okay, do you remember this card?
Yeah.
And, do you remember this Klingon?
Yeah.
It's from Blaze of Glory. Well, I guess I never, questioned it, but this never happened. This is not from the next generation. I can't believe it, I never noticed. It says it on the fucking card. I just assumed it was the next generation because he's on the bridge of the Enterprise. But this is from a fucking, Star Trek VHS game from the 90s, and that's the guy who plays Gowron, but he's playing a different Klingon.
Huh.
I had no idea. Like I said, those cards existed and were real cards, and I didn't know.
Saw some on the toilet.
For those of you who don't know who Kavak is or what's going on, I'd like to tell you a little bit about that other Decipher game called A Klingon Challenge, the Star Trek The Next Generation interactive VCR board game released in 1993. This game has the players portraying a skeleton crew aboard an evacuated USS Enterprise D as it is hijacked by a Klingon called Captain Kavak, played by the same actor as Chancellor Gowron. The video that accompanies the game is often hilarious in hindsight, so we should totally, watch that. I'm sure it's on YouTube or something.
Yes.
They also made a wonderful Tribbles card with him. I think that's one they made though, not a real one.
Great music. Zag it.
I'm guessing this is, quoting from the actual video. It says, "You, the person who is reading this now, answer me. Ha, so you are the coward. You cannot succeed. You do not deserve the glory of death. Your life is in my hands. I am Kavak. As a Klingon warrior, I can no longer endure this alliance between the Klingon Empire and the Federation. This peace is intolerable. I must return our warrior race to its true nature. I can do that with your help." Like, look at some of these screenshots.
They just gave me some...
This is a GIF, apparently.
The game froze.
Oh
God, progress.
You saved, right?
No. Should I try as Leon this time, or keep with her? I'm trying to, order, food from a freaking, tablet.
He's trying to, call the mess hall and order some gach to be brought up.
Yes.
But, their online ordering system sucks.
You ordered 200 pounds of Vulcan, tangerine root. Ah!
Resident Evil.
You never even found any ink ribbons, right?
Yeah, I mean, they could be somewhere. I'll just continue as her. All I really found was talk to that guy and got some, the wrench that's called pliers. It's invisible in my inventory.
She just wasted 37 minutes of our lives, in other words.
No. Got all my wonderful ammo back.
We didn't pay too much for this piece of shit.
Paid so many effing sandwiches.
How many sandwiches did you pay for Contra?
Just one.
Oh, Beavis and Butthead. Oh. It's taco night. They'll be there. And DK's watching from his break room.
Yes.
Just kidding, we'd never do that.
All I wanted was Patsy.
Yeah, I told DK that, I would totally want him to release Slay the Summer on cassette, and then he was acting like he was just going to take a blank audio cassette and, dub it on there and just send it to me, like that, and I'm like, no, you idiot, I want, a professional tape with, an actual label, and I want the box art, on a cassette thing just like that double switch cassette, and he's like, oh, I ain't doing that, and I'm like,
that'll cost $700.
Yeah. And then, somebody in chat found a website where you can, make, your own cassette tapes.
Huh.
But, you would set up the art of, what you want the label to look like and that. But then, I think it's, you get 20 made for, $100 or something. T-shirts.
I mean, that isn't terrible, but, you don't need 20 of those.
But what if people wanted to buy them for, lots of money?
It's 20 for, that's $5 a piece.
Yeah. You could sell them for 15. Just the wonderfulness of holding the,
the wonderful thing, yes.
Cassette tape box art that's, I don't know what inches by inches this is, 7 inches by 4 inches or whatever it is.
That's some amount of inches.
Let's not make things worse by guessing inches.
Kilometers?
Somebody texting you?
Yeah, this is Walgreens telling me to shut up. What's over here? Emergency alarm. It's gonna start disco dancing. Could have gone this way first.
So which, version of this actor would you want? Him on Lost or him on Jag with a mustache?
Eric Preston.
Or Eric Pressman?
Get it, boys.
Well, look how buff he looks in this picture, and then just look at him today or whatever.
Yeah. He was in some weird movie like The Stepdad where he killed people.
Did he have a mustache though?
Probably not.
Remember when this guy, activated Skynet?
Yes. And pooped himself. What was the wonderful misspelled welcome sign? Look at that fan. Some fan art right there.
Oh yeah, I should totally sometime later I should totally show you that Jag thing that I was telling you about, where Talia was like a total wuss.
Security.
I should just put that episode in and just show you that part. Well, you'd love this, huge box set, right? It says it's the Commander's Collection. It's a UK import.
Looks like there's some ammo there, but whatever.
I saw two people on horses, and I thought this was like Kirk and Picard.
Come on. Hold on a second. Maybe it's increase your download speed and your data plan. Blah blah blah. Wireless fidelity.
Thought you were about to take an important call.
Yes. There's a button.
Button bad.
Walt! They redid all these zombies and shit too. It's, amazing. They asked Dan because they never die. Except when they do. Elevator.
What's up with these weird pictures? Look at this. And then there's a picture of him with a weird Twinkie above him.
It's great.
Where's this guy's mustache?
Exactly. What's over here?
Here's a great picture out of context.
Just say jiggity. Since I have all this ammo, it's like I don't need that. Anyone got an ink ribbon? What is this dual shock, damn it? Well, it tells a story, doesn't it?
What doesn't tell a story?
Fucking characters.
Character.
Yes. Something you can push or just out there. Things I'm interested in, but whoa. What's Leon? Or not. It's not Roy anymore.
But Roy's our boy. No gunshot noise.
It's one hell of a silencer.
I thought that said, John, I couldn't call for breakfast.
Because I blacked out. to, get it on because we're, love interests. I'd like to be low right now.
Just making sure he was dead.
Yes. He lost his head. Dead cops, dead cops.
What you gonna do?
Do little dance. Look at this. Real to real.
Just read about Biohazard 1.5 on the Resident Evil wiki.
Yes, please, because that will give us more insight into stuff than this is doing.
As the game was approaching its March 1997 release date, the developers were dissatisfied with the resulting product. Rather than releasing a game they were unhappy with, the developers took the risk of canceling the game and developing the game again from scratch, which, many other game developers should have done but didn't.
Oh, God.
It says right here he's Leon S. Kennedy.
No one left. Who are you? Just that's why we had his things out of order or whatever.
Didn't we just kill you?
Mansion incident. What happened there? Something similar with these awesome guys, Chris, Barry, Jill,
Captain Wesker.
Barry. He's a manly man. Hold on. My friend Johnny, he totally won't kill me if I turn. Here's the key, except it wasn't locked before.
Marvin Branagh, Leon's supporting character. Like Leon, he was a police officer defending the station from the hordes of zombies and other BBWs. Unlike in the final version, he was to play a much larger role and was supposed to escape in the sewers with both Leon and Ada. It says Ada, originally named Linda, though.
Linda Carter.
Linda may have just been a working name for development purposes. Her role is similar to Ada in the final game, a double agent / spy working with Umbrella. She has the same mysterious and sassy personality as Ada, except that she is a scientist.
Look at this wonderful art. I'm sure that's legit.
Eliza Walker. Not Eliza, Elza. Elza Walker. Elza's role was as a college student returning to Raccoon City after a holiday. At some point, she joins up with John and Sherry where they plan their escape. John. One of Elza's supporting characters known as John. He is a civilian who seeks refuge in the police station and possibly locked himself in a cell to protect himself from zombies like Ben Bertolucci. He later became Robert Kendo in the final version. Roy, another RPD officer, role and scenario unknown, but it is assumed his role was similar to that of Marvin. He is found in a small room and gives Elza the keys to John's cell. After rescuing John and returning to Roy, Roy eventually becomes infected and turns into a zombie. After pleading with John to end his life, Roy is eventually shot and killed by John, as we saw. Out of order. Sherry Birkin.
Sherry baby. Well, hey pizza.
Hey pizza.
You ever play Resident Evil 1.5?
Have you played any Resident Evil?
Tetris Resident Evil.
So you still haven't been able to save, have you?
I haven't found any ink ribbons. There could be that. It seems like you have to be in specific spots to pick up stuff.
This is like a half-finished version of Resident Evil 1.5 that Ratmus bought off Etsy and is totally unfinished and already froze once.
I did, I think they did say that happens. This is back to this spot. So there's more to explore over here.
In this version, the zombies were significantly more gruesome and tougher, continuing to crawl towards the player even when their body below the waist was severed.
What's up, guy? Nothing strange in that mop. Just the power.
In addition, the zombies were able to climb on and jump off ledges and get up from crawling zombies that bite ankles, blah blah blah.
Ankle biter zombies.
The appearance of the zombies was far more varied, including fat zombies, black zombies, and multiple female zombies.
And PHAT zombies.
Oh, my hand is hurting weirdly.
Whoa. That cola soda. I think the original Resident Evil 2 had that, and they had to change it because they were afraid Coke was going to sue them.
But not Pepsi.
Yes. What's this? Something that looks like something. New Resident Evil.
Two notable enemies in this version, which never made it into the final version nor any other games, were the man spider and infected gorillas.
Spider-Man?
No, the man spider. It's totally different. It's like the Man Bad Saga. RockMan Police Station was originally conceived with a more modern look, as I said.
Get off that plant, I'm gonna eat it.
It was changed to being an old building refurbished by the police as a headquarters. To find examples of older buildings, the team snuck into a mansion in Japan to take photographs,
Whoa.
deciding that would be easier than flying to the United States and back.
Easier than asking for permission.
Okay.
Soda.
It says that Elza starts off with the combat knife, but Leon doesn't.
Does he have the fire thing later?
I don't know.
Get off. You're floating. That guy just teleported. Seems like zombies just respawn in this version.
I don't know. It's talking about guns. It says the Colt Python was set to return from the first game, and by its description, it's the very same one used by Barry and urges the player to handle with care.
I have this.
Just take a look at this. The icon of the Spaz 12 was recycled and used for the game Dino Crisis.
Do you want to insert the voice?
Do you want to insert the virus?
That was a virus.
Somebody was messing around with the mother effing virus.
Oh, Billy. You want to say hello? The lock is open. I can enter now. It's like I was trying to back out, but okay. In the logbook when handling evidence. It's just like Raccoon City. I have no interest in any of this. This room is a lot bigger than it needs to be. What's this? It's great because I'm like on the desk. About the Billy. So you can't push this. In the file. She casually says, "Oh, there's a dead person." Alarm thingy. Ganado. Diminutive. It was moving pretty fast too.
Mr. Scott Kennedy.
Mr. Wowzers. Oh, she's trying to use a computer to save. That's crazy.
What Resident Evil game is abbreviated VEN?
I don't know.
It says, this is Leon Kennedy's article. First appearance, Resident Evil 2. Last appearance, Resident Evil 2.
It's quite a range.
First appearance, Resident Evil 2, 1998. Last appearance, Resident Evil 2, 2019.
Full circle, man. Whoa, the antidote spray. What the fuck? Signs of life. There's your signs of life. Checking the garbage.
The Los Illuminados?
Love the one you're with. Come on, these notes are important. It's not working. Just sit on this water cooler. More bullets. That attitude. Come on, that all is on a radio. Those buttons. God. Mom's book club got canceled.
Apparently the movie Resident Evil Vendetta.
Resident Evil V for Vendetta. L for Leon.
Dr. Rebecca Chambers of the BSAA. Whoa.
She got a doctorate. Is that a DeLorean? Looks like it. Golden door or something. It's up to us to take out Umbrella. That elevator won't work, of course. I don't think this area is finished. Like the animation for going up the stairs is a door. Okay, apparently we can get this way to the third floor. I'm being murdered. Just an old machine. That's like a cigar machine or something. Jeez. Paintings. A little bit back. This game needs more puzzles. This is the chief's office. Here's I'll be fine. Don't worry about me. I'm not a pedophile. He's totally not an asshole in this version, I think. Hail to the chief. How are you doing?
How do you think I'm doing?
Oh.
I didn't know that the Resident Evil 2 remake like changed a lot of the basic story, and like canon nerds are pissed and having, you know, nuclear meltdown fights between each other.
I think like the only like thing that's really bad is this like Ada has like a stupid like hacking device that can, you know, like hack stuff that you know it's,
Steffi loved that.
oh shit.
Like it says Leon's backstory is different and like the ending's different and like, you know, it causes all sorts of contradictions between like Resident Evil 3, Code Veronica 4, and nothing makes sense anymore. People are like, oh, which one's canon? Some people are like, only one can be canon. Some people are like,
It's all canon. Oh, we're making progress.
just remember to save what you can't.
Wonderful door ladder. This looks like where that guy stopped in that video.
Yeah, except that guy wasn't there with him. Whee! He just jumped to his death.
Whoa. Got a kill screen, everybody.
What the hell?
Oh god, we got the Los Plagas.
The Los Las Plagas? How much did you pay for this, Ratmus? I think we need to blow on the cartridge. Oh, wait a minute.
I tilted it. Now we're going in the sewers.
You're using tilt controls. Don't worry, it'll fix itself now, right?
Don't worry, I'll be able to restart and save and everything will be good. Great music though. Whoa. Shotgun shells. This is where Sherry was. Oh, she escaped. That little bitch. She peed on some stuff. What's this? It's the wrench. But now it's triggering this cutscene. Wait, it's somehow locked even though it came that way. Sherry, you got him glitched. Help me.
Help me.
Lower blue brains out.
This person has Sherry and that guy like in her party. Again, he has a debug menu, and this is a later build.
Did I miss anything in the sewers? It's like 5 years, maybe this will be, 90% finished.
Are we giving up on?
Okay. Evolve. Spiders. Am I poisoned? No, seriously, am I? So this clearly ends here. Oh shit, a spider!
Dead cocksucking end.
Yes. It's Peter. Whoa. We all made it, everybody. Elsa Blobface, Sherry, and, Johnny Boy.
Now we can't read what the hell's going on.
Yes. Holy shit, we beat the game. That's awesome. No, we didn't beat the game. It's not finished. Well, looky here. We're totally a party of 5. -2.
Party of 5 losers.
Wake up. be some tyrants. I'm gonna be pigs. Up it froze.
You saved, right?
Oh.
Alright, time for Leon's campaign, right?
Let's do it. I think I paid $25 for this with shipping. Let's see, he's pissed. Resident Evil. It's gonna be just like Raccoon City, everybody.
Just like Raccoon City.
I'm a human. Burp derp. Whoa. Oh, that's just freaking great. Now what am I gonna do? Eat SpaghettiOs?
Somehow he managed to get involved with the incident in Raccoon City on his first day in the job.
Police Leon S. Kennedy. Police.
1024.
Like at least he has a face.
Like Zoinks. Almost as sexy as Elsa.
Full of polygons and shit. Just imagine if this was on the N64.
Are you all up to date on Silent Massacre, Monster Madness,
No, I'm not. Just don't piss them. They don't have the sticks-a-thon. Is that an ashtray?
It's a big table. There are several things on it.
Including me.
Like the perspective doesn't make any sense.
Exactly. Pleasing view of the city.
It really is.
There's like a lot of assets in here that are assy.
Ass.
So worth it.
According to this, 29 people have completed Night Trap on True Trophies, and you were number 11.
No. Always son.
And only 4 people have completed Double Switch, and you were number 3.
Okay, you're totally worthless. I'm going to the chief. Be fine, don't worry about me. Just ate too many effing donuts. Constipated. Just saying, not so pleasing view. Going to Swervies. Everybody's too Sonic Racing. Okay, so I just need to go through that way and go the other way.
Strange. Of the 4 people who beat Double Switch, the first person to beat Double Switch never beat Night Trap, never played it. The other 3 people, you, the Rao, 523, and Heaven's Lightfire, have completed both Double Switch and Night Trap.
Which is like, those look like black dudes with like bleach blonde hair or something.
Maybe they are.
Illumina next Tuesday over there. The shirts.
The person who has the most trophies in Double Switch but hasn't completed it has 37 out of 40.
Gotta help him out. I'm done with that shit.
He's missing all bonus content and therefore facts received and all trophies. He's probably missing, the fucking playthrough of like, was it like not missing anyone in the lobby or something?
Yeah, you just basically have to keep cutting there whenever something happens and be quick. Read my facts.
He should watch our wonderful playthrough of this on YouTube.
Oh yeah, it's gotta be a damn cutscene. Dun dun dun.
Weird zombie giggling.
Like that? Where like, Elza had auto aim, but like he doesn't.
It's because she's easy mode.
Turn on the power and I can save my progress.
But apparently it does not work.
It looks like there's something in that corner, but I guess not.
Guess not.
Fucking betas. Gotta sleep in on the plant. Sleep on the job. Because he was dead. There's totally a speed run of this nonsense.
World record speedrun for this. Kill screen percent.
I've heard like all the things about Billy Mitchell. He was full of shit and lied and his hot sauce sucks dick.
He was a big man.
Billy. It's like I heard he was like suing in like the Guinness Book of World Records or something for removing his wonderful bullshit.
Removing his hot sauce.
Yes. Hello.
Do you want to say hello?
No.
Is your name Wonder Mike?
No, it's not. To the wife.
Bang bang, the boogie did the boogie.
Wiggity, wiggity. Grabbing the pills. What?
Sandy wants some pills?
Yes, she does. Easy, girl. Best part about this room is that there's, no reason to go in here. Oh, she's hungry.
Tylenol.
She's hungry for Tylenol. Come on, Leon, you worked some of these cases.
I heard he's an alcoholic.
Whoa. Raccoon City. Who needs wonderful Nan Cat, hidden and stuff. It'd be great if, they had an opening cutscene, those just freaking storyboards. That's right. That's right. So he's bleeding on his chest.
What if he punched his chest and it disappeared into the crowd?
I'd say, he went to the wall. Soda machine. Chili special. It's a police officer. I don't remember his name.
That's supposed to be Scientist Ada.
Probably. Looks like a net. Whoa. Oh no, they're getting in. That one's doing the wiggity worm.
Holy shit.
Go. Like I was just standing there brushing his hair back. Go over here. Don't need, debugs and stuff. Button.
Pepsi, pal, you're gonna pay for it.
Oh, it's on fire.
Of course it's hot as fire.
Go in the fire.
Fuck fire.
Put out the fire. It's great music, though. Just get a few Pepsis and dump it on the fire. Just some old Pepsi. Whoa. The Remington Steel. Use this invisible first aid spray.
What, invisible scratch tickles?
Manufactured by Remington Arms Company. So this one. Same fucking thing. So who's streaming tonight?
Who isn't?
Oh, you. Ribbons. A bunch of keys there. It's our favorite part. Oh, wow. Those guys are really humping it. It's up to us to take it over. Guess they can't grab me. That said spicy dank.
It does.
Looking. Yeah, these lovely bozos. That's what I call psychotic. Luigi, look. That guy sucks.
Of course he sucks.
We are probably getting close to where I would stop, but if we have time after this, what should I play?
I mean, you have to keep going to the kill screen.
Until it freezes, in other words. Until I can save. Fucking Kennedy. Think you can touch this? You can't.
What's the hammer say about that?
I can't touch this. Okay, I ran out of ammo for that.
Should have, been funny and said some other line from the song.
Thank you for blessing me.
Yes, this is clearly boring the hell out of chat. And me.
But mainly chat.
But mainly me.
Oh, my nuts. Nobody's going down tonight.
Steven Tyler.
Yes. Zombie Steven Tyler. I think. Or like neighbors, they must be watching one of their kids' dogs or something because their back door was open and you could hear barking when Sadie was. Sadie's a terrible puppy. It's troublesome at times.
I mean, all the time.
Sometimes she's been pretty good today.
Just don't put her in the car. Do you have that new thing?
I didn't put it in yet.
Remember the uniforms in Star Trek: The Motion Picture?
Mm-hmm.
This guy says, "Who thought those gray jumpers were a good idea?" And I'm like, Gene Roddenberry?
Yes. Well, I took away his vision.
Gandalf should be a woman in the new Lord of the Rings TV show, actress says.
Why?
Because this person is a fucking moron.
Was right, but I had to put her down. Did you watch that Minty Guys thing about the Time Cop movie?
Time Cop, yeah.
No, it's got great logic.
Yes, it does.
Like the guy who made the comic also made the mask.
Oh yeah, like it made me think. I'm not even sure if I saw Time Cop 2, or if I did, it was a long time ago. And I'm pretty sure I sold my VHS copy of Time Cop, and when I did that, didn't I get the digital version? I don't remember. I need to get those. I need to get both those movies and watch them again because it's been a long time. You continue with this. I'm gonna BRB, so have fun.
Okay.
If it freezes, just start over again, right?
Yes. Freezes, run away. This is interesting, but at the same time, I thought there'd be more to it. It gets boring fast. And it's just more of a novelty of, hey, I'm playing this version on a console. That was a crazy dog, doggy dodge. Dun dun dun. Take the MILF. It's like I don't know what the heck to do to put out that fire. Just trying to escape. I also thought there was more different music, but maybe I was wrong. Does this like say what the room is or no? Okay. See, you're very good. Dun dun dun. But a bum. Now we get to see this lovely cutscene. Well, we could just go right in there. Come on, he's a big man. Where the hell did she go? You take the invisible pliers, it looks like a wrench for some reason. Yes, I will. Whoa. Okay. Where's Marvin? He's gone. And this calls her Ada. Whoa. Monkey Man. Action, something's happening. Whoop-de-doo. Hide inside that car. Maybe it will or won't be on fire. It'll disappear. God, I'm gonna freaking die or something. Help. Fucking monkeys. You also want a monkey around? This is serious. More monkeys? Come on. Okay. So, look now. head was tilted, but I thought it was like off the side of her face. Whoa. My best friend Marvin. He's just sleeping. Marvin, please. Well, they're doing it. Climb down first and not give a shit about anything. This way I can read the frickin' dialogue. She's a spy. They just walk casually. Crap, that giant alligator from the second game was here. Nice 80. Clearly not this way. Just wanted to make sure. Interesting how that just starts up at a whim. Oh man. Woman. You didn't stop her? Looks like she knows what's been going on. Nice parking job. Making progress, everybody. Oh, I had an ID card apparently. Maybe that's his special feature. Sure you can't hear me. Yes. It's tiring you. You thinking I hope a monster doesn't come? Oh shit. it? Controlling the machine guns. I ran into, a lot of stuff happened when you were gone, and I'm fighting, William Birkin, I believe. Oops.
It didn't freeze.
Correct. Okay, now it froze.
Apparently, I'm just bad luck for this game. Hi, Son. Saved, right?
No, I didn't. But, I was able to. First, I met Ada in that weird large parking garage and fought those gorilla things. And then coming back up, I ran into Marvin.
Marvin the Martian or Marvin the
Yeah,
Cat?
The cat, totally. The black guy. And we escaped to the sewers, and then I went to that one room, and that happened.
So how long will it take you to get back there?
Probably not too long. Just need to go down to the basement and.
So you played Elsa until it froze twice. Now you played Leon until it froze once, right?
Yes.
There's also, this demo disc that it has.
Oh, that's just great.
A song, if you're asking what system this game is on, as you saw, it's PlayStation 1.
We've got audio
How's work?
in life. And the pups that aren't with you.
This game is half finished and froze 3 times for Ratmus now.
Super beta.
So, but after that, if you really did want to give up playing it and we have more time, I guess you could start 4. See how you can see that guy through the wall. The game's not finished and glitchy as hell.
Also, enemies will respawn, but I have a bunch of weapon ammos already.
Did those people ever return those cards that they stole?
No. Who was in that burning thing? It might still be Ada, given how the game showed us things for Elsa out of order. Wonderful stair doors. Gotta bring him back or there will be blood. Is that the threat?
There will be trouble.
There's a Terminator, in this universe. Or, RoboCop versus zombies or something. Oh no.
RoboCop versus Terminator versus the zombies.
Yes. Versus plants. So he's just chilling and seeing how this plays out.
Versus Gen X.
I'm outie.
My hand hurts for no reason.
My my like hand was really hurting from that Uncanny Valley game because there's like this stupid like arcade game within the game called like Anarchy something or. Oh, do you want to see the Pepsi machine? There it is. But like I had to. Try a different controller because the thing uses the D-pad, and like the D-pad on like our controllers are kind of messed up. So like I used the Mega Man one, and that worked pretty well because like you have to, it's a very tiny screen. You're like a dot on a screen, and there's these like light cones of these police guys that are trying to basically catch you when you break into cars. It's all like very low res. But like the control is just so awful, constantly be losing, and you have like a time limit in your first day because you can only play it in the first day.
Yeah, Fish was here at the beginning, saw that Pepsi sign, and immediately had to leave and go get a Pepsi.
And she never came back.
No, she came back.
Here it is.
Is that Sherry?
Oh yeah, there's this Sherry part, but like, I don't think that was there with her. And then he goes into the next room. God, yes.
Yes. There's like an actual Pepsi machine, as you saw, and then later on there's like a fake Coca-Cola machine because they did not get product placement from Coke, so it's like it says like Cola Classic and has a similar font but a completely different color.
It's blue. Which the monkeys. Watch this. Hey, that you hide, I'll disappear over here. Holy shit.
Whoa, are these the infected gorillas I was told about? Holy shit. This game is crazy.
Okay, because there's just two, then I go over here to you interact with that thing, you disappear, you come out from the bottom part and get out of here.
I don't know. I mean, the game is half finished, so for all I know, maybe they started out by having the fake machines, but then like they realized that maybe Pepsi would let them put the machine in, so they like replaced one of them, but didn't replace the other one. Like,
Yeah.
who the hell knows? Do you remember in the actual Resident Evil 2, did it have any Pepsi machines in it?
Now, like, I think it was, it looked like Coke, but it was like blue and called something else, like in like the very early version of it, like when you saw pictures of it.
Or maybe it was the opposite. Maybe they just put Pepsi machines in there, and then they realized like Pepsi's not going to let us do that, so they started taking them out.
Yes. So I'll go down first. Oh, wait a minute.
Great. Now where do we go? But we'll find more monsters here too.
Probably, and we'll probably have the game freeze.
Well, it does say Ada, even though like I heard her name was Linda at one point. But yeah, this is Ada Wong back when she was a scientist, apparently.
Sexy scientist, you know what? the spiders that I checked out before, which is still the same. Like R.I.P. Resident Evil 2, you know, the remake should have this as DLC, where this is all remade.
That's what the people want.
Yes. They're not going to get it. Pretend that we're dead.
This prophesies the Untitled Goose Game.
Yes. So I'm going the other way than I did, like where that boss was. Wake up, zombie dog. This looks like it's not interactable. For some reason, it's not locked anymore. Except this is the first time I've ever encountered it. Can I push this kind of real good? Yeah.
How offensive is this picture?
It's very offensive. Whoa. To fight more crazy monkeys. Some, wonderful barricades.
Door was telepathically linked with the...
Shit's so meta. We just drive out of here. Okay, apparently this white thing is a door. I think that's where I went before. Okay, so I'm gonna check out some crazy stuff. So that's pretty much the internet.
It's pretty much stuffy pie, so I'm gonna post that in the barbecue.
Step on this desk. My ribbons, damn it. I haven't put typewriters in if you can't save. Umbrella mouse pads.
Umbrella, I thought they were arrested.
For Windows 98.
Pretty tired.
Oh. SpaghettiOs.
All these memory cards I brought out are useless.
Yes. I wonder if Resident Evil 1.5 save and just don't have them because you're supposed to debug this shit.
The Game Genie or whatever it's called.
Make walls not suck. Look at that sexy thing up there.
Is that Rebecca?
Okay, the only thing I can think of is going into my death/freezing the game.
I'm sorry we didn't, song.
Something I can read.
Okay, well, depending on when we quote-unquote finish this, Ratmus might start something else, so... How much longer till the part where you've got frozen before?
Well, I could head right there, but
You want to try something else and not get frozen?
yeah. It's frozen today. Power is already on. They can go the other way here.
I don't know if I'll be on your Skype in the stream. I'm still tired. What I need to be doing after Ratmus leaves is working on editing those videos. Otherwise, I'm never gonna finish them. So
Working on taking a nap.
sadly, no.
Okay, it froze.
Same point.
Well, I was fighting the other guy, but I was heading there. And I'm like, ooh, what's this? So we can stop here, I guess.
All right, try this demo.
Open. So he wants to know what's going on.
Love how PS1 discs are black. Sleek has nothing to do with the copy protection.
Yes. To do with, person smoking, holes or something. Black lung.
Digging minigame, maze minigame. Oh god.
I see. He wants to play.
How many more dungeons are there? Is there one?
Dungeon Odes. All right. Thanks for being here.
Bye, song.
Yeah. Capcom.
It's a Resident Evil 2 preview. I thought that's what we were playing.
Do you know the Dewey Decimal System? Do you remember that bizarre mystery that sucked?
Speaking of which,
Take a drink, Raccoon City.
Song said that the guy who made the Dewey Decimal System and it was named after was like a horrible, racist, sexist asshole, so much so that the Librarians Official Association of the world have said that they're no longer going to call it the Dewey Decimal System, first of all. Second of all, they're like not even using it anymore.
Doing the digital...
which is dumb and ridiculous according to me. Leon's even sexier now, right?
Yes.
Still no cutscenes. Have you played the PS1? And by that I mean, have you played this demo before?
Probably.
Can you survive the horror of this game freezing?
It's John.
Holy shit, voice acting.
What are you doing here? Hold your fire! I'm a human!
Well, let's go and I'll get a retreat.
She doesn't deserve any.
Sorry about that, babe.
I thought you were one of them. What's going on in this town? Hold on. I don't have a clue. By the time I noticed something was wrong, the entire city was infested with zombies.
Zombos.
But you should be safe inside here. I'm keeping a close eye on things.
Good for you.
But you should be safe inside here. I'm keeping a close eye on things.
I like how it's like Resident Evil 1.5 trademark, and it's like copyright Capcom Company Limited 1997, all rights reserved, where it's like, I don't think Capcom did this.
Yes, or did they?
I'll read the back of this wonderful disc. First, there was the disaster at the Mansion Lab. Umbrella Corp developed the T-virus, a mutagenic toxin for use in biological weapons. After breaking loose, living things mutated into all sorts of decaying creatures. The case was eventually closed. But Umbrella's experiments were far from over. Can you survive the horror? Now it's the worst possible nightmare. A new virus runs rampant. All of Raccoon City is infected. Bloodthirsty zombies, hideous mutations now overwhelm the community. When Leon and Elsa arrive in town, their nightmare is just beginning. You now control their destiny, which will be retconned several times. If the suspense doesn't kill you, something else will. One player, memory card, one block, except how the fuck do you save? Mature, animated blood and gore, animated violence, realistic blood and gore. For information on this product's rating, please call 1-800 blah blah blah.
Go fuck yourself.
And what's, I'm supposed to call up the ESRB and say, yeah, what did you rate Resident Evil 1.5? And they're like, what are you talking about? This isn't not even an ESRB rating. This looks like a rating before the ESRB. Yeah, I mean, it's up to you.
Like, you can go this way where, like, there's a van normally, I think, blocking that, and you have to go through somewhere else.
Nice.
Do we get to meet Brad?
Brad Mother effing Vickers.
Not Brad. Apparently there's like a closet here with like a Stars recruitment poster with Brad on it in the remake.
If they want to, if they want a recruitment poster to draw people in, it should be, Rebecca in a bikini.
Yes.
So, the original Resident Evil, was it first on PlayStation?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, but there must have been a version before the director's cut, right?
Yeah.
Which is even, worse.
Yeah, probably. And like I know I think the Saturn version's after the director's cut, so it like has those things, but like it's not called that.
Remember RC Helicopter?
Yes.
Yes, we have Resident Evil for Saturn. Resident Evil Director's Cut for PS1.
Easy.
Shop some pump.
about the Pokemon Coliseum bonus disc.
It's lovely. The precinct key.
Should totally do a thing where we stream every game that we own for every system, even if only for a few minutes. Stream such wonderful games as
Thrill kill.
we already did that. We just don't talk about it. Quake 2 for Nintendo 64. That's what I was trying to say. What's Parasite Eve?
That's like another weird game that like I played a little bit, but like my copy might not even work well.
As opposed to your copy of this game?
Yes. I remember like it was one of the first like copied games my friend gave me, and like for whatever reason like it doesn't run very well. Like maybe burned it too fast.
How about Biohazard Gun Survivor?
Yes.
Remember when we played Batman Rise of the Shih Tzu and it's actually pretty good?
Yes. Rise of the shit. Where's the fucking storage case here, dude?
The bust looks like the one that opens the Batcave. Alright, name a system that we own.
Nintendo 64.
I was just looking at that.
Super Nintendo.
You can see a game, for the Super Nintendo that we haven't streamed that we totally should.
That race effect.
Time Cop. Andre Agassi Tennis. Did you buy that in Mojo's and you did stream it briefly?
Maybe. I think, see that like black thing in that corner, like a little bit lower from the lower right? Supposedly that's like a decapitated head asset that's only there like because it was going to fall in that cutscene and it doesn't. Like if I leave here and come back, like it won't be there in that angle.
Hmm. Doom wants to see you stream Earthbound and Chrono Trigger, I'm sure.
Yes, 100%.
He'll quit his job to see it.
But yeah, it's not there now.
Well, we do.
Don't move, Snaggle.
I was going to say we could start Resident Evil 4. We also have Untitled Goose Game.
Goose.
And you'd only be able to play it for
A little
an hour
short
and a half. But, how long really is it? I don't know.
Yeah.
Don't people love Spider-Man for PS1?
Yes. I remember playing that in college.
Did somebody buy you Star Fox Adventures?
I think I bought you that for Christmas one year. And
Who the hell thought that would be a good idea?
sorry.
Stream Voltron, but we need, 4 other people.
I can form the head. So where's Mr. X anyway, damn it?
Whatever happened to Eddie?
Let's put the gun to the head.
Mighty number 9, right?
See how much it sucks. And I stream the Mansion of the Hidden Souls.
How much longer do you think this demo is?
Too much longer, I'm guessing. Hey, Sadie. Sadie's already pissed. I'm effing bored. I want to go out. I'm not supposed to be here. Just want to take a nap.
Yeah, I think this demo probably came with the director's cut of Resident Evil 1, which I have. Oh. Who's this sexy scientist?
Guessing that's the end. The nightmare has only begun. AKA blue balls. Leon and his friends. Whoa. Resident Evil.
Alright, so what do you want to do? Goose Game or
Because next week I'd probably be playing Resident Evil 4, so I don't mind messing around the Goose Game now if that's what you think I should do.
Sure, because, when else are we going to do that?
So you take care of that and I'll take Sadie out.
Maybe you should come over for a 12-hour stream sometime. Alright, so if anyone's watching this, that's the end of Resident Evil 1.5 forever. We're gonna switch to the Switch, and we will load up Untitled Goose Game for the first time. So if anyone's watching, thanks for watching.